Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, Muhammad ibn Abdullah, wa ala ahlihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We welcome everyone back to the second series on Tajweed for the beginners. For inshallah, in this video, we are going to look at the levels of Quran reading or recitation. So basically, we have three levels as far as Quran reading or recitation is concerned. The first level of our reading is what we call at-tahqiq. 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 What do we mean by at-tahqiq? So at-tahqiq, according to the definition we have on the screen, هو إعطاء الحروف حقها من إشباع المد وتحقيق الهمز وإتمام الحركات والقراءة بتأدى وتمهل واطمئنان. So this is what we call at-tahqiq. Then what is the meaning? Don't you forget that we are learning the levels of Quranic reading. Like, what levels? How many levels do we have as far as the way we read the Quran is concerned? We have three levels. The first level is what we call at-tahqiq. At-tahqiq. Now, so this level refers to a very slow and cautious reading or recitation. Tahqiq is a very slow and cautious recitation or reading with proper application of the rules of recitation, يعني Tajweed. When you see someone using tahqiq method of reading, you will see that you are going to see that the recitation or reading of such person would be very slow, like someone reading like أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Tahqiq, like I said, has to do with a very slow and cautious reading, whereby you make your reading slow and you are also cautious of the your application of Tajweed. Do you understand? You make it slow and you apply the necessary Tajweed rulings there. So that's what we call Tahqiq. Now, so Tahqiq refers to a very slow and cautious recitation or reading with proper application of the rules of recitation, that is Tajweed, and also meditation over the meaning. So this method is used in teaching. As a teacher, where you intend to teach a student, you make use of Tahqiq method. You make your reading slow, and you make you make yourself cautious of applying the Tajweed rules, so that the student you are teaching will have enough time to listen and hear what you say clearly, so that such students will be able to repeat whatever you say. So Tahqiq has to do with a slow reading, and you make yourself cautious of applying all the Tajweed rulings. You apply that, and you also meditate over the meaning of what you are reading. Like, this is a typical example of Tahqiq method, where you make your reading very slow. Let's take Surah Al-Kawthar. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Inna a'tainaka al-kawthar fasalli lirabbika wanhar. Fasalli lirabbika wanhar. Fasalli lirabbika wanhar. Inna shanihaka huwal abtar. When you look at this reading, you see that the reading is very slow, and I was also trying to be conscious of the Tajweed application of the Tajweed rulings when you listen very well, the firstly I said fasallil rabbika, which is not correct. Then I quickly corrected myself, and I later said fasalli rabbika. So to show that you have to be very cautious of your tajweed and how you pronounce the letters in tahqiq method. Now, the second level of reading is what we call al-hadr. So what is al-hadr? وهو إدراج القراءة وسرعتها مع مراعاة أحكام التجويد. So what do we mean by al-hadr? This is the second level we have. Do you understand? Like I said, we have 3 levels of Quran recitation. The first one is tahqiq, where you make your reading slow and you are also cautious of applying the tajweed there. And you also meditate over the meaning of what you are saying. That is if you know the meaning. But if you don't know the meaning, it is sufficient for you just to make your reading slow and make sure you apply the necessary tajweed rulings at where necessary. Now, so the second level is al-hadr. Al-hadr. So al-hadr refers to a fast and cautious recitation. It's the opposite of tahqiq. Tahqiq, you make yourself slow, but al-hadr, you make yourself fast. But even with that, you are also conscious of applying your tajweed. Because you are reading fast, shouldn't make you not apply your tajweed. Do you understand? Like some people do today, because they are trying to be fast, then they won't be applying the tajweed. This is not correct. This is wrong. Al-hadr has to do with a fast reading, but even with that, you should be very conscious of applying your tajweed, and you should also try to meditate over the meaning of what you're saying. That is, if you know the meaning. Now let's take Surah Al-Kawthar again. Surah Al-Kawthar again with Al-Hadr method. That second level. Then I'll say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Inna a'tainaka al-kawthar. Fasalli rabbika wanhar. Inna shaniyaka huwal abtar. Look at me. This one is more faster than the first reading, the first recitation. This one is more faster than the first recitation. So this is al-hadr method, whereby you make your reading faster, but even with that, you try to apply your tajweed. Do you understand? And you also try to meditate over the meaning. That is, if you know the meaning of what you are saying. Now, so the next level is at-tadwir. Do you understand? So the next level is at-tadwir. Now, so what do we mean by at-tadwir? That's the last level of recitation. وهي مرتبة متوسطة بين التحقيق والحضر، وعلى هذا فالترتيل يشمل المراتب الثلاثة، فمن قرأ بالتحقيق أو بالتدوير أو بالحضر فهو مرتل. Now, what is the Sheikh trying to say here? So the last level we have is what is at-tadwir method level of recitation. So this tadwir refers to a moderate and normal and cautious recitation. We said tahqiq, that is slow reading. Al-hadr, fast recitation. Then at-tadwir, that is the moderate one. You are not too fast and you are not too slow. Do you understand? That is what we call at-tadwir. You are not too fast and you are not too slow. So tadwir refers to a moderate and normal and cautious recitation with proper application of the rules of recitation, and you also try to meditate over the meaning of what you're saying. So it now depends on the situation you find yourself. For example, maybe you are trying to pray Taraweeh, the prayer we observe during Ramadan. So after Salatul Isha, maybe that is all you're praying for people, and you have to make it. You don't have to make it that too long. Then you can make use of al-hadr in that sense. So you read like the likes of Sheikh Sudais. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي يخرج قدر فهدى والذي يخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء أحوى سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى. You can see I'm trying to make my reading fast. I'm trying to make my recitation fast, but that doesn't stop me from applying Tajweed. So it depends on where you found yourself. But like I said, the situation will determine which one to use. If you are teaching a student how to read the Quran, then the best method is tahqiq. You make yourself very slow so that the student will be able to hear what you're saying and will, at the same time will be able to repeat whatever you say. So inshallah, this is what we're going to stop today regarding the levels of reading. Don't forget that we have 3 levels of Quran recitation. We have tahqiq, that is slow recitation and reading with the application of tajweed. Then we have al-hadir, that is the fast reading with application of tajweed. And we have at-tadwir, and that is the moderate reading. Inshallah, in our next video we are going to start fully with some of the primary rules of tajweed, inshallah rahman. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make this beneficial for everyone. إنه على ذلك قدير وبالإجابة جدير. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.